Hello friends and welcome to episode 4 of Storyteller Plays Fantasy Life by Level 5 on the 3DS. In the last episode we made a tiny bit of progress towards the story. I also tried to fight the Nap Dragon. That wasn't part of episode 3, but it is something I also did. And it convinced me that I really need a combat class. As much damage as I can do with my dagger, I can't do enough damage. I used explosives though. In this episode we're going to do some butterfly requests and try to level up as an alchemist and then take on another life as a wizard. Oh, perfect timing. I was just thinking maybe you've outgrown this place. It's just an attic room, really. Now that you're getting along in your life, you should have a bigger place. So I went ahead and found some other places I think would be better for you. Wait, are you kicking us out? No, of course not. Heavens, no. I was just thinking maybe you wanted a few furnishings, a bigger place, something nice. You're kicking us out. No, but there is a fine place in the southeast artisan district next to Steele's house. It's nice. A bit old-fashioned to look at, but I just renovated the interior. It looks great. Next to Steele's house in the artisan district? Okay. I also have a place down in South Castell. It's just past the stables, next to Falcon's Hangar. It's outside the city, so it's a little quieter, if that's something you're looking for. Next to Falcon's Hangar in South Castell. Check. Oh, it'll be lonely here if you do decide to move, so don't think I'm pushing you out. A landlady is just always looking for what's best for her tenants is all. At least this one is. I'm going to say that most landlords suck. I would imagine my landlord's not watching this. Well, thanks for thinking about us, but I couldn't imagine us living somewhere farther away from you. Oh, you little fluttering flatterer. You're not getting a cut in your rent. Anyway, the only thing is that I do have to charge a small move-in fee for each place. You may think it would suit me very well if you kept moving all over the place willy-nilly, but then your pockets would be empty, and where would that leave both of us? So I would suggest you think over any move very carefully. I just want you to be happy. I left both places open, so feel free to pop in and take a look around if you're interested. What do you think, Satu? Want to take a peek? Of course, if you're happy with your room as it is, you should just stay right where you are. I just don't want you to feel all stuffed and cramped and musty and nasty up there. And it's good for someone your age to go ahead and get a change of scenery every now and then. I used to move around quite a bit back in my day. Why, I remember the first place I had on my own. How old are we? So I beat those Kerates senseless and stormed out of there with the quiche that was rightfully mine. But it made me realize that that in every place I went to, I seemed to discover a new part of myself. And every time I moved on, I could feel I was leaving a piece of myself behind. Oh dear, I've gone and chatted far too much. You mustn't let me go on like that. That's such a bad habit of mine. At least start snoring or something. Here, have yourself a piece of candy. That makes everything better. Actually, Pam, your candy is just clogging up my inventory. If you'd like to move out of here, just stop by and let me know. I'll be downstairs. Pam, can I ask you, how did you come to inherit 50 batches of quiche? Oh, that's a long story. That's for another time. Pam said she wanted to talk to us about something. She kept asking, don't you need more space? I wonder what that means. Or what she means. I'm completely illiterate. You're probably thinking, I seem to be able to read pretty well for somebody who can't read at all. I'm just making educated guesses. Oh, I forgot you three were over here. Well, so we meet again. I'm not bowing if that's what you want, but you have our gratitude. Yeah, we want to thank you too. Rar, thanks. I thought rar meant I love you in dinosaur. Come on, Chompy. Well, it looks as if one of you does have manners after all. You're very welcome, Chompy. Rar, take. Oh, thank you. I've stolen a couple of these from the Nap Dragon. We're not going to get into that. Oh yeah, for us? Thanks, Chompy. Chompy went out and found that for you. And surely some mushrooms would have sufficed. A bit of an overkill, if you ask me. But nobody didn't ask you, Pierre. Which means that we did ask you? Ah, so Butch knows about double negatives. Anyway, Chompy's back to his old self again, and we're happy to repay you somehow. Or we're just happy to repay you somehow. Oh, that's very nice. It's the least we could do. I'm just glad Chompy is okay. You guys try to stay out of trouble now, and remember, make some dosh. I beg your pardon, my good butterfly. I believe that you've stolen my credo. Just let it go, bro. That's not important. Also, buckets. What's important is Chompy is okay. I couldn't ever forgave myself if something bad had happened to you. But please, pull yourself together. There are others present here. My word's good. Alright, now I'm together. In fact, I'm making a change right now. From now on, I'm going to make sure Chompy is always safe. I'm going to make sure nobody I ever love gets hurt again. Or nobody I love ever gets hurt again. That goes for you too, bro. Honestly, Butch, you're embarrassing me, and you're embarrassing yourself. Butch, what was that? That's a wonderful power in committing, there's a wonderful power in committing to what you want, Butch. I wish I could read. Your wish has been heard. I think you'll be quite pleased in the future, Butch. Butch, are you okay? What did you do to him, Talk Butterfly? I didn't do anything to him, relax. Don't you try to pull one over on me. I didn't just fall off the carroty truck. You just sparkled, I saw it. Well, yes, I always sparkle. I'm a butterfly after all. One has nothing to do with the other. Pierre is not wrong. Thanks. What's that, Chompy? I think he liked it when I sparkled. I think my sparkling had pretty much the opposite effect of what the stone did to him. Don't worry, bro, I'm fine. Are you sure? I'm sure. In fact, I'm better than fine. I think I'm real good. Well, I love you guys. Well, that's good, Butch. I'm glad you're coming to, terms with your feelings. It's a sign of maturity, and your willingness to openly express yourself is a sign of weirdness. But I'm mature enough to let all the world know that I appreciate it all the same. I must say I'm quite disappointed that we're not able to capitalize on this Doomstone. You're not planning to swipe that Doomstone again, are you? Hardly. That rock terrifies me. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Were they able to determine what it actually is? We still don't know. Hughes took the shards, but we haven't heard anything from him yet. Too much talking about doom and gloom. My tummy is starting to rumble, and Chompy's is too. Bro, it's time to provide. Hey, that sounds like a good credo, Butch. You should remember that one as you take on this new commitment of yours. Yeah, I think that it's time to provide. Come on, bro. Let's get that stitched on a tunic or something. Rar, credo. Don't forget to actually get yourself some food while you're basking in the joy of your new credo. What happened to buckets? I'd like to see what's going on with Pierre and Butch. They seem like they've been through a lot together. They usually loiter somewhere in Castell Square. Can I read that sign next to them, I wonder? Heard Butch's wish. I cannot. Now, for the real reason I'm recording right now, even though I don't have a ton of energy, I can't enter the library without this cutscene. This is the library. Yes, Butterfly, we've been here several times. Well, it certainly smells like one. Doesn't that scent of musty leather and ink make you just want to learn? Or just make you want to learn? I wonder if there's like a term for dyslexia, but I don't mix up letters, I mix up entire words. Where are the history books? Let me at 'em. Wow, there are just so many words here. I'm gonna need some help turning all of these pages. Why such loud talking? I would think that even a butterfly would know to keep its voice down while in the library. Eep, I'm sorry, I'm still getting used to the whole, having a voice thing, hehe. I just got so excited. I love books. You must too. I've seen you reading outside in the square before. Yeah, I've passed Paige a couple times. I don't think I've ever talked to her. Yes, I find extreme joy in these stacks. Extreme joy. Me too. I love learning things about the world. I'll learn everything. Loads, toads, tools, toes, whatever. Do you have any books on toes? Oh, do you have any books on Doomstones? If you're seeking information regarding Doomstones, you're better off seeing Hughes at the castle. He's truly an exceptional scholar. That's not what she said. He's quite brilliant. I find his curly hair to be impressive on occasion. Really? So that old man knew what he was talking about after all, huh? Unfortunately, a genius of his caliber often neglects to properly record the totality of his work. Still, if you want to know about Doomstones, talking to him would yield more results than searching here. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, thanks. Do you have anything on the history of the goddess? Oh yes, of course. I was just looking over one of the more comprehensive volumes we have. But wait, perhaps we should start small. We have a wonderful tome of old legends with some beautiful artwork. What? Do you think I can't read? I would be very surprised to find that you couldn't read. You did come to the library. I thought of the other book because it has a great deal of information on the older legends. But if you would like to dive into the more analytic works, I'm sure you'll be fine like any philologist. Yeah, or any book lover. It's called a bibliophile. Bibliophile does not necessarily mean that you're attracted to books, but anybody who says that is lying, coward. But artwork sounds good too, you know, just for a start. I wouldn't want to gloss over that stuff. Haha, of course. There are no shortcuts in learning. Ha. Ha. I think this is a joke. Someone told me once, and then laughed. I'm not sure why. Anyway, you are free to use that book stand, obviously. Will you be needing help turning the pages? We got it covered, thanks. Let me know if there is anything I can do for you. I can help find any book you're looking for. Really? Wow, thank you so much. My nose is getting all clogged. And it wasn't earlier, so that's weird. It is a pleasure that falls upon my shoulders to ensure a pleasant library environment for all users. Wait, if you're the only librarian here... How do you ever get to spend time outside, you know, in the sunlight? I often have to take a break and get a bit of fresh air. The smell of musty leather and ink, while at first quite intoxicating, can make one forget there is a life outside of books as well. But when I've seen you outside, you're always just reading. I get nervous talking to people, okay? Ha, fair enough. Well, you're doing a great job here, I must say. We need to make this a regular stop, Satu. I literally work here, Butterfly. I want to be the most knowledgeable butterfly Reveria has ever seen. Shouldn't be too hard. You know what I think, Satu? I think you'd look good in a pair of scholarly glasses. I am wearing glasses right now. Would you like some? I have my old pair here. I put regular lenses in them so they won't hurt your eyes. Obtained round specs. I can make these, and have, like a lot of them. Remember that you are always welcome here in the library, day or night. I must learn more about Celeste's history, or Castell's history. I know, I bet I could learn lots in the library. It's just outside the castle. Let's check it out. And now I can use my workstation again. Turns out, I lied. I do have access to mountain spring water, I just need to kill bandits for it. So let's go ahead and do a tiny bit of crafting, because everybody likes to watch crafting. That's why everyone's here, right? Good, I can make at least 2 of these. My level is a bit high for where I'm at, but until I advance in the story, I can't actually level anything. Or, you know, level further. I've made over $1 million selling apprentice-level alchemy. Aw. Can you make... Ooh, I made an extra 3, making a total of 4. Back to life complete. I'll make it again, just because maybe there's a reward. I don't know if you can make a superior life cure. I don't know what that would do. Maybe bring you back to life at more health. But there's a piece of equipment you can wear that brings you back to life at full health, so perhaps not. Yep, regular life cure. But I made 4 of them. And continue? No, there was not an additional... There was not an additional goal to make several. There are goals to make several of these, though. There we go. HP times 3 complete. Choose a craft. Now SP potions, and then I'm going to turn in all of my missions because I can't do anything else until I reach, what's it called? Port Puerto. Which just says Port. There we go. Sweet stamina complete. I'm surprised there wasn't a reward or a quest for making at least one, but whatever. Hello there, Flamel. I would like to turn in my whatever's report. Yep, time to tally up my scores. That should be enough to level me up. What? I'm 30 short? I don't think there's anything else I can do. Let's check. Yes, check challenges. What can I do to earn 30 more? Nap attack, minty ore, and blue gel. Do I have sleep powder? I know how to get blue gel. Do I know how to get blue gel? I might not be able to get blue gel until I have access to the mountains, actually. Yeah, it's blue gel that I'm lacking. I've got at least one sleepy powder. Probably by design. I cannot actually level up again until I progress the story. Harness the power of the elements to perform a variety of potent healing and attacking spells. Now that's magic. That's changed my life. Even if I became a miner, I could not collect sapphire, so I'm stuck as an apprentice until I progress the story. You changed your life to wizard. Congratulations, Satu. Welcome to the wizard life. I'm sure you already know this, but your first port of call should be your new master. I've already marked the location on your map, just in case you're not sure where to go. Now off with you. Best of luck. Yep, let's go talk to my master Jinx. This is a fantasy game, so perhaps Jinx doesn't sound like too strange of a name for a human, but Jinx is not human. The master wizard in town is a cat. Mew. Welcome. Perfect timing. So you want to become a wizard, eh? I take it by your stunned silence that you haven't met many talking cats. I am, however, well acquainted with a talking butterfly. One must always expect the unexpected in this line of work, meow. As a wizard, you'll encounter many mysteries. Talking cats are just the tip of the iceberg. So think carefully, meow. Do you believe in talking cats? That would be weird to say no, considering there's a cat talking to me. Because if you don't believe in talking cats, maybe this talking cat won't believe in you. Speaking of mysteries, here's a real stumper for you. How does Lunaris hang in the sky? Gravity. Professor, that's enough. Stop teasing them. Ah, hiss. Can't take a little gentle ribbing? You must be Satu. The guild said to keep an eye out for you. Welcome. My name is Hazel, and I'm a wizard. This is your master Jinx, or our master Jinx. Professor Jinx, it looks like you have a new pupil. You can skip the introduction quest and just update your license if you want. Continue with the quest? Yes. It would be kind of weird to skip this. I know just where to begin your training. Why don't you go catch me a mouse or something? Professor! A cat who loves mice? Too much of a cliché, eh? She may look like a plain black cat, but she's actually a famous wizard here in Riveria. And, if you can withstand her occasional jests, you'll learn all you need to know to become a wizard. I'm not sure about this one. They might be allergic to cats. Wouldn't want any sneezing, would we? Professor, you're the one who taught me it's never wise to tease a wizard. But they don't even know how to use magic yet, Hazel. Well, no, but wizards who can't use magic aren't wizards. They're magicants. This joke would make a lot more sense if I was playing the EU version, where you're not a wizard, you're a magician, which is a magic hand. And if you can't use magic, you're a magicant. I was tempted to play the EU version because super far down the line in the DLC, you're not called a creator, you're called a god, and I think it would be pretty cool to be a god magician. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Professor, just a little light humor to keep us all on our paws. But enough of that. We're wasting my 9 lives with all of this joking around. Here, take this. A novice wand. Also, you're the only one making jokes. Hazel, be a dear and teach them the basics, meow. Certainly, Professor Jinx. Let's chat outside. We're lucky enough to have an open-air magic classroom, Satu. The fledgling wizard. Spirit-bound. Okay, everyone, please settle down. I'd like to introduce you to Satu. Satu is studying to be a wizard, just like the rest of you. Studying to be? Doesn't that make them a magic hand? Ha ha. Very funny, but that joke has just about worn out of its welcome. Magicant, hee hee hee. Why are you laughing? You're a Magicant too. Well, if I'm a Magicant, what does that make you? Alright, that's enough. No more clever jokes then. I wouldn't say clever. The writing in this game is good, but it's not funny. Anyway, good. Now, class, who can tell me the essential elements of magic? No one? Come on, we just learned this. There's a fire and water, right? Definitely water. And then there's a earth, light and dark. Correct. The key to wizarding magic is harnessing the power of the elements, except that I can't use light and dark because this game is a coward. But humans don't have the power to harness elements at will. So what do we do instead? We borrow the power of the spirits. Yeah, we borrow, like, all of their power. That's right. We seek out the spirits to borrow their power. Are you with us so far, Satu? Us wizards must first borrow the power of spirits in order to perform our magic. The wand Professor Jinx gave you doesn't actually possess any power of its own. But once you've befriended a few spirits, just call them forth with your wand and cast magical spells. Speaking of spirits, let's head into the Eastern Forest to search for some. Ready, Satu? Aw, man, you're so lucky. Don't pout, you two. You'll be ready for the forest field trip when you're a little older. But I want to go now. Ignore them. Right, we're off to the Eastern Forest. Spirits love to roam around that area, so it's the perfect place for beginner wizard training. I'll go on ahead, okay? Meet me there. Yes. The Eastern Forest is here to the east. I'll take it back now, y'all. What the hell? Oh, you've got a wicked gleam in your eye. You must be excited to learn about magic. Well, you're almost ready for your first challenge. But before that, let's go over the basics. Magic skill learned. You can use this skill to make contact with the spirits. Go ahead and search for 2 spirits somewhere within the forest. Don't worry, they're friendly. Report back to me once you've located both spirits. Yes. Hello. There's an exclamation mark here. Splash sploosh. Wow, you found me. I've just been found. Or I've been found. I'm a spirit of water, splish splash sploosh. Spirit of water joined your party. Who would have thought it was that easy? Oh, what's this? Well, nobody's watching it, so free oak log. Flutter rustle. Huh, you can actually see me. Amazing. I'm a spirit of earth. Watch out for my sprouts. You are on a dead tree stump. I suppose there are sprouts coming from it, though. Anyway, let's report back to Hazel. Look what I got. A spirit of earth and a spirit of water. You found them. You're off to a great start, yes. This is very, very promising. Now use that skill I taught you to try to connect with these spirits. I don't think you've taught me anything. So it's a good thing my character just knew how to do this. Earth magic learned. Water magic learned. Perfect, just like that. Now you can finally make some real magic. Go ahead and equip that wand Professor Jinx gave you. I'm constantly forgetting to actually equip my gear. I'm glad I can still use daggers as a wizard. Like, why would I want to use a mage staff when I've got daggers? Got your wand all equipped? Yes. It's time for the best part of any wizarding field trip. Let's make some magic. First, I'll use my wand to conjure up a practice dummy. Here we go. Let's start by using the Spirit of Water's power to create some wizarding magic. Just point your wand at the enemy and attack. That's how you call a spirit. Draw your wand to perform magic. Press A to cast a magical attack or healing spell. As your levels rise, you'll be able to learn new spells. Different forms of magic have different attributes. Use magic an enemy is weak against to deal high damage. If you use magic they're resistant to, you'll deal less damage. Shields cannot be equipped when fighting with a wand. You can switch elemental attributes using with your wand drawn. You can select attributes you have not yet learned. Can't select attributes you have not yet learned. Are you ready to give it a shot? Yes. I've already got water equipped. Now normally, you're not going to deal that much damage right out the gate, but I've got a ton of intelligence from my time as an alchemist. Color me impressed, Satu. You're a real natural at this. let's try a healing spell now. This time we'll use the Spirit of Earth's power too. Don't strain yourself or anything. Nox, knock it off. Calling on spirits is like the easiest thing in the world, duh. See, easy peasy. Nox, how many times do I have to tell you? You can't go around calling on spirits just for the fun of it. It's a waste of precious magic. You're getting too big for your britches, Nox. But you'll learn your lesson one day. Whatever. You don't scare me. Oh, whoops. Uh-oh. I can't imagine fire spirits wandering into the forest will cause any problems. Nox, what have you done? We need to round up those runaway spirits, Satu. Don't just stand there gawking. Help me out. Hazel has joined your party. Let's go. Good thing they've bunched up like that and aren't causing a forest fire. There they are. Spirits of fire are weak against the power of water. Use that spell I taught you. If you get hurt, just call on the Spirit of Earth. That way you can use healing magic. We've got to be careful, Satu. These spirits can burn you something fierce. Real quick, I want to see if they can actually hurt me. 5 damage, not bad. And they're dead. Hazel, what are you attacking? I think we finally got them under control. Excellent spellcasting, Satu. Let me just force this fire spirit to join my side. Unlike the last two, it didn't join me willingly. Fire magic learned. Boy, that was a close one. But at least you've now connected with a spirit of fire. Whatever. Lame. This is my little brother Nox. He's studying to be a wizard just like you. Nox, this is Satu. Think you two can play nice? I doubt it. You two are so boring. Time to liven things up a bit. How about I call another spirit? That'll make things a little more interesting. Knock it off, Nox. You need to take your training more seriously. Maybe I should tell, Reverend Collinsworth how you've been acting out. That'll teach you a lesson. Reverend Collinsworth? Ha! That just goes to show how much you know. No one calls him Collinsworth anymore. His new name is Snoozensworth. Snoozensworth? What are you talking about? You'll see. Later, sis. If I'd stop doing that voice, do not be surprised. Grr, he can be such a brat. I'm sorry about that. I swear he's not a bad kid. He's just a little rambunctious. Okay, Satu, let's go see Professor Jinx. She'll be pleased that you picked up the basics of magic so quickly. Alas, I can no longer pull out my wand. Back so soon? What did Jinx sound like? I already can't remember. Hope that wand did the trick for you. Professor Jinx, I think I'll be pleasantly surprised. Satu is a natural at magic. Meow, good to hear. But never mind that, Professor. We've got more important things to deal with. Oh, Nox, I completely forgot you were here. Hazel, Collinsworth here when I was waiting here when I got back. I totally thought he was going to yell at me. But I just don't have the heart to scold this young whippersnapper right now. Why, what's going on? Well, I'm ashamed to admit it, but... Reverend Collinsworth, is everything okay? No, it's not, dear. Apparently, Collinsworth here has been catnapping on the job, meow. Quite the snoozer, this one. See, I told you. That's why everyone's calling him Snoozensworth. That's enough out of you, Nox. Go play outside now. Don't get all worked up, sister dear. I'll just head over to the chapel to do a little reading. See, Reverend Collinsworth. No need to scold me. I'm an angel. Oh, shoo, you little squirt. I'll scold you later. Sure you will. You'll probably fall asleep first. What am I going to do about him? Fear not, Hazel, my pet. I've secretly placed a spell on him. No magical power for the rest of the day. What? But what if something happens to him? Nox needs to learn his lesson. Let's see how he acts when he realizes he can't use magic. But back to Collinsworth. The poor man can't get a wink of sleep at night, thanks to that nasty spooky. It rattles the windows. Its howls shake the entire chapel. Such haunting cries. It's keeping me up all night. No wonder I keep dozing off during choir practice. Is there really a spooky haunting the chapel? I'm never going there again. Hazel, dear, there's no reason to be afraid of spookies. Some people are afraid of black cats, but as you know, we're really just kittens at heart. Perhaps spookies are similarly misunderstood. Nope, they're just plain scary. That's rather narrow-minded of you, dear. If Hazel is too frightened to tackle this problem, we'll have to rely on Satu. And pay heed, Satu, being a wizard isn't just about playing with spirits and waving a wand. You'll also be expected to catch these supposedly fearsome and ferocious spookies as well. Hazel, I know you're a scaredy cat, but you're a wizard first and foremost. I suppose that's true? It is. Collinsworth, leave it to my pupils to restore peace to your haunted chapel. That's wonderful to hear. Come by this afternoon and we'll wait for it to get dark. You'll be catnapping peacefully soon, Collinsworth. My pupils will catch your spooky. And cats are largely nocturnal, so it's weird that Jinx seems to be diurnal. Hello there, Collinsworth. What are you doing here? Hold on, I'll wake up the old man for you. Hey, Reverend Snoozensworth, rise and shine. What was that? Was I snoring? Oh, forgive me. I seem to have dozed off again. You've come as promised. That spooky I told you about usually prowls around here after night falls. I feel so safe knowing there's a wizard protecting me tonight. I've got your back, Reverend Collinsworth. Just let me at that spooky. There's a wizard right here who can deal with the spooky knocks. Yeah, but they're only a novice wizard. Anywho, time for me to take that spooky down. Bye, Nox. A brave child indeed. He's a bit rough around the edges, but a good boy at heart. That spooky has been creeping around outside that chapel every single evening as of late. Promise me you'll be extra careful, Satu. Oh, I almost forgot. Please take this. Oh, an SP potion, thanks. A traveling wizard was kind enough to give that to me as a gift. It is said to help wizards replenish their magical powers, or something like that. Speaking of this traveling wizard, it was she who figured out I was dealing with a spooky. She seemed quite wise in the ways of magic. Yes, a powerful wizard, that one. She's probably still wandering around Castell, in case you'd like to meet her. The spooky shouldn't appear for a while yet. Why don't you find that wizard and say hello? My energy levels are a bit weird. It's not been a week yet, but I'm still not quite feeling well. If I'm lucky, I'm dying. Hello there. Oh, there you are. I've been expecting you, young wizard Satu. Wondering who I might be. I often wonder that myself. But never mind my name. All you need to know is that my all-seeing eye sees much. All, even. For instance, I know you're planning to take on a spooky by yourself. That's rather brave. Those spirits tend to prowl around their favorite haunting spots at night. I wonder if it's your plan to ambush one tonight? That is your plan. My all-seeing eye sees it quite clearly. And I'll tell you something else my all-seeing eye sees. It seems that you're still one spirit short, my dear. I would like to learn dark and light magic, please. What you are lacking is a spirit of wind. Spirits of wind are rather free-spirited spirits, if you know what I mean. Difficult to find. But spirits of wind love to float on the breeze. Makes sense, So a stiff breeze is all you need. Try searching somewhere around, somewhere windy for a spirit of wind. I don't know, would it happen to be the airport? Look at that. There's an exclamation mark over this briefcase. Whoosh whoosh. I thought the wind would hide me, but you actually found me, whoosh. I'm a spirit of wind. Howdy. Spirit of wind joined your party. I gotta run around with it, and I can't just add it to my magic pool now. I did it with the fire spirit without even asking, but whatever. This episode will be over soon, but if it ends up a little bit long, it's because I'm stupid. Very nice, dearie. Now you have a full complement of spirits, except light and dark. I want light and dark. Please, let me learn some light and dark magic in the sequel. Wind magic learned. You can call upon the 4 elements using the power of these spirits. Now, since you've been such a clever NB, I'll give you some pointers. Learn new techniques. Hold down A to charge a powerful close-range magic attack. Release it to perform the attack at the cost of some SP. If your SP is too low, you won't be able to charge an attack. Remember this? Carelessness must be avoided at all costs. Heed my warning, Satu. You must be wondering how I know your name and why I haven't told you mine. Wait, you know my name? How in Reveria could you possibly know a thing like that? Unless, do you also have an all-seeing eye? Is that why you didn't? If you do, why didn't my all-seeing eye see it? I can read, I promise. That's not true. Oh, I see the problem. Someone has seen fit to write my name above my head. How helpful. Oh well, we haven't the time for such silliness. I think Hazel needs your help. Well, bye, Esmeralda. Hey, Satu, have you seen Hazel? She was all worried about me, so she came to the chapel a little while ago. But she said she felt something creepy, so she ran off. Weird. I don't feel nothing creepy at all. I tried to run after her, but she beat feet out of here. I think her sixth sense was working overtime. She can totally tell when a spooky is nearby. Hey, Satu, find my sis, will ya? She's one of the smartest wizards I know, but I'm still kind of worried about her. You know what? I'm gonna look for her too. Bye, Nox. I wonder why Hazel ran off. She must have felt some sort of presence nearby. Whatever it was, I'm sure Hazel will be perfectly fine. At least I hope she will be. If you want to rest up for a while, just make yourself comfortable in the chapel. Can I nap on one of the pews? You might as well rest here. Yep. Save a tiny bit of time, don't have to go home. Okay, looks like Hazel is over here. Nox, what are you doing? So where'd she go? I kinda thought she'd be around here, but no dice. It's been several hours. You're not looking very hard, are you? Hello, Hazel. Satu, I'm sure glad to see you. The spooky is just getting warmed up. I can feel it nearby. Oh, you must be wondering what happened to me earlier. I felt a strong presence, so I ran after it. Before I knew where I was going, I ended up here. I can still feel it, that chilling presence. I wonder if you can too, Satu, or if you can feel it too, Satu. Maybe I'm the only one who can sense it. Maybe it drew me here for a reason. Gasp. Did you just say something? I'm pretty sure I heard a voice, and it wasn't yours. Oh, please, 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 don't let it be, Why do they have such silly mustaches? Ah, there it is. I can't seem to run away. It's like my feet are glued to the floor. Hey, you! Yeah, you, Mr. Spooky, stop freaking out my sister. Nox? I know your weakness, Spooky. I read all about it in a musty old book. Now let me see if I remember the spell. Oh yeah, oh breezy spirit of the wind, stir up a tempest for me. Uh-oh, Nox can't use his magic because of the spell Professor Jinx put on him. What's going on? My magic, it isn't working. Don't worry, Nox, I've got magic. Ah, Nox. My little brother needs me. There is no time to be scared. I'm a wizard after all. I've got to be brave. Come on, Satu. Help me take it down. Hazel, join your party. I just want to watch it beat up Nox for a bit. Rest in pieces, Spooky. Bless my beard, you've defeated my Spooky. I'll finally be able to catch up on my sleep. How can I ever repay you? Please take this as a token of my gratitude. 500 dosh? I do not need it. Catch up on your sleep, huh? I guess I won't be able to call you Snoozensworth anymore. Nox, you don't need to sound so disappointed. Snoozensworth, not the worst nickname I've ever had. As for the two of you, I am truly impressed with the way you handled yourselves. Oh, it was nothing. Of course, my heart is still racing. And to be honest, if Satu hadn't been there, I may have just run away. Nonsense, Hazel. You certainly proved your bravery. It's just like that traveling wizard said. What traveling wizard? She came here from Almagique just the other day. It was the traveling wizard's idea that I ask Jinx and her pupils to help me with my spooky problem. A traveling wizard from Almagique. I wonder. Yep, Almagique. She told me she runs some sort of wizarding academy over there. I knew it. It's got to be Headmistress Esmeralda. Old Lady Esmeralda's here. Huh? You know her? Yes, she's our professor's, acquaintance. Oh, I see. That reminds me, I must pay my regards to Professor Jinx tomorrow. And as for tonight, you'll definitely get a good night's sleep. No more Reverend Snoozensworth. You know, next time I see Professor Jinx, I'm gonna give her a piece of my mind. I can't believe she took away my powers, right when I needed them most. See you later. I almost said smell you later. I guess he figured out who blocked his magic. Time for us to report back to Professor Jinx. Let's get going, Satu. Purr purr. Oh, meow there. So you defeated the spooky. Most impressive, you two. Why am I not surprised you knew about the spooky without us having to tell you? Hey, Professor Pussycat, can you take this spell off me now? Patience, you naughty little magicant. I could have squashed that spooky in 1 second flat if you hadn't blocked my magic. But without your magic, you still managed to set things right with Collinsworth and your sister. Well, I guess so. I'd say that having your powers taken away forced you to grow up a little bit, young Nox. And Satu, you managed to find Hazel without using any magic at all, meow. Yes, I used the arrow on the bottom screen. Thank goodness for that. I would have been such a goner if it hadn't been for you, Satu. Because of you, Collinsworth can once more sleep as sound as a kitten. That was quite an adventure for your first foray into the wizarding world, Satu. I hope you've learned that magic can't solve all your world's problems. I've been doing just fine without it for now. I just want to kill the Napdragon because I'm a horrible person. But it certainly can be fun to use, or is fun to use. I might even go as far as to say it's positively spellbinding. Let's tally up Satu's results, shall we? Excuse me. Novice. Fledgling. Intelligence and focus. Because of this focus bonus, it is actually more beneficial to do my alchemy as a wizard than it is to do my alchemy as an alchemist. Just as I thought. Congratulations, my dear, you are now a true wizard. That's wonderful news. Not only did you save the day, you're a real wizard now. Thank you for teaching me something new about magic and bravery, Satu. The two of us make an unstoppable team. Nox, do you think you can thank them for their help without sounding completely rude or obnoxious? Whatever, so you caught the spooky, big deal. And you were all brave and stuff too, I guess. And you did save my sister, even though it was kinda her fault that she was being wimpy. So yeah, I guess I should thank you. Thanks, Satu. I don't think you sounded annoying or obnoxious at all. The fledgling wizard complete. Would you like to save? Yes. And now I can finally end the episode. I've decided that I'm going to do the other jobs. I just won't record anything for them. If there is any interest in that sort of thing, I can make another character and then record the prologues such as this one for the other jobs, because there's 12 of them, so there's actually a lot to experience. Anyway, like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and fizzity farewell.